this truck about a month ago, our stabilizer link light would come on, and the periodically come on and shut off as you turn the car on and off. And eventually there it just went into a limp mode. We were coming home one day, we were coming up a hill, the truck had loss of power, all the lights in the dash came on, and I was beginning to wonder if we were going to make it home with it, but we were able to get it home. And then I said to myself, I think it's about time we look at this. So we're having a little problem with the truck. This keeps lighting up every time I turn to the left, and we were thinking that might be a sensor on the wheels, so we're going to take a quick look at that and see what we can find.
The stabilizer track.
Yeah. We first looked at the wires going to the wheel sensors in the front.
Okay, I'm shaking the wire.
Yeah, go to the other side if you can.
Yeah, check if the...
No. And then we said, there doesn't seem to be any more problems with those wires, so we inspected both sides. And then we went to inside the vehicle. We said, it has to be something with the steering. Because every time I would turn the key on in the vehicle without the engine running, and I would turn the steering wheel from left to right, the lights would come on in the dash, indicating that there was a problem. So then I knew that it had to be something with the steering wheel down towards the steering box. So then I started looking at YouTube videos and verifying with maintenance manuals, and we determined that it was the steering wheel positioning sensor that was defective, because apparently that's a weakness with these vehicles. So we went and purchased a new one, and then we installed it.
Turn your wheel to the left or right.
There, come on.
So while we have this tire off, there was a patch right here, and we're always losing air in this tire. So I'm going to put some soapy water and see if this is where it's leaking. Yep, it's making bubbles, so that's where the hole is, and that's where the air is leaking out. We're going to have to fix that, eh, John?
Yeah, we'll fix it.
It just went out. So this is the piece we're replacing because the stabilizer track is always on. We got our steering wheel all tied up.
It's all apart.
All apart.
As you can see, there's where it all comes out of. It's all in there, and we'll show you little clips as we're doing it, so you can have somewhat of an idea if ever you have to replace this part.
What's it called? The
steering wheel positioning sensor.
So that's what we're going to be working at today. So that's how it goes on, and this little pin will be pulled at the very end before we seal everything up. So let's get to it.
On top here we have 3 little torque bits, T25s, that you have to remove to be able to slide on and replace the steering wheel positioning sensor. So that's very important that you put them back, because that's what retains the drive cable. You'll see here, this here, from getting rubbed against the shaft itself that spins for the steering column. So we'll go ahead and tighten that in. So you also have these 2 shins that go on top of the bracket, between the bracket and the steering column. Very important to put them back on, because that's what helps align the steering column to allow it to tighten up evenly. So just keep that in mind when you do this. Don't forget to put them back. So I removed the drive linkage. I'll show you where it is. It's right here. This is the drive linkage. We'll turn on some lights. That's the drive linkage. I removed the clip from down here. You can't forget to put that back in, because that's what's going to prevent the drive linkage from jumping out.
And knock in place, eh? Just push it in.
Just slid in there.
So I just tighten this back up, and now I'm going to put on the U-shaped thing. Tighten this back up. Comes back up here. Put the bolts on there.
Don't forget to plug in your trailer brake.
Screws in,
Yeah, 2 screws in the bottom.
and then she's going to be done.
Yep.
Then we'll be testing it out.
Yep. Put the battery back on. Test it.
Okay. Because it's important to take the battery off before you do anything inside with wires. So is it safe to take the bungee cords off now?
Yeah, I think so. Everything's connected up, so we should be good.
And why did you put the bungee cords on?
So the steering wheel doesn't spin. We break our springs in the steering for the flashers, and helps run the cruise control and everything else.
Safety precaution.
Yeah. Now it's been about a month, I guess, we're driving with the vehicle, and we have no longer any more problems with that. There's no lights light up in the dash. The steering was working fine, and we haven't had any other problems. We haven't went into limp mode or any other problems. So we're quite satisfied with that.
And what is the make and model of your truck?
This is a GMC Sierra 2500 HD with a 6-liter engine.
Year?
It's a 2014. And I hope this helps anybody out that runs into this problem. It'll help you solve your problem with your vehicle. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. See you guys.